Me, the king of bada bing. A lot of people ask me, I'm just a nice guy. I'm not a nice guy. A class one asshole. I'm here to talk about a lot of things. I was gonna watching Raw tonight. It's fucking shitty as fuck. You had, first of all, okay, come on. John Cena gets his ass kicked in the match. Those 5 minutes of doom, Super Cena wins. Wow. John Cena, I'm not saying he can't wrestle. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's overrated. He reminds me of Hogan back in the day. He reminds me of, honestly, this dude is shitty at wrestling. Oh God. And first off, I'm going to say this. I'm better than you. I'm always going to be better than you, Marks. I'm not an ordinary Mark. I'm awesome. I've always been awesome. Every page I've been on Facebook, I've been awesome. And for all you guys that don't like me because I tell the truth, you don't like me because I say what I want to say. That's how I've been my whole life. You see, people call me cocky, they call me arrogant, they call me conceited. You see, the definition of being all those, it means you think you're better than everybody else. I know I am. And I know you people are going to troll on my YouTube. You're going to troll me on Facebook. You're going to call me an asshole. But you know what? I learned a long time ago that nice guys, they always finish last. So I got to say, thank God I'm an asshole. And people say, I'm a mark. I'm not a... Oh man, I am a mark for certain wrestlers. I enjoy wrestling. It's what I've always enjoyed. I respect every wrestler. I respect John Cena. He puts his body on the line. I'll give it to him. But, for this, I'm going to say this, okay? People hate The Rock because The Rock went and did movies. If The Rock never went and did freaking movies, entertainment would not be as good because The Rock had goals in his life. Like, every one of you morons had goals. You're just too scared to do them. The Rock took a risk, and he opened the door for all these wrestlers to do movies. And people can see Triple H. Well, okay, let's get the Triple H topic. I got a message on Facebook today from one of all these marks, I guess, saying Triple H buries everybody, okay? Triple H doesn't bury everybody. He's buried people, yes. Every main event guy has. Everyone has. Stone Cold has. Triple H has. The Rock has. John Cena has. Hogan did. And I said Hogan did. He got mad. Hogan never did it. Okay, I'm going to take a little history lesson about Hulk Hogan. Let's take it back. WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 2. Who did he bury? He buried Roddy Piper. Probably the greatest on the mic. He tried to bury Ric Flair. Didn't work. SummerSlam 2005, he tried to bury Shawn Michaels, who he knows he'll never be better. In '93, when Bret Hart was becoming a top guy, Hogan was going to face Bret, but he left because he knows Bret's better. And then there's another topic I'm going to talk about. I just have a lot of topics because I'm tired of people thinking I'm a nice guy. You want me to be an asshole? Well, guess what? You got that asshole back. The king of bada bing is back. You've pissed me off, WWE. You've pissed me off, TNA. I get tweets daily saying TNA is better than WWE. I'll admit, TNA, they have better wrestlers. They do. TNA, in my eyes, has screwed the younger guys. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of heat on this. I don't give a fuck. Sting? Okay, Sting was a top guy in WCW, but he was never the top guy. Hogan was the top guy for the longest time. Then it was Goldberg. Then it was Nash. Then it was, I guess, Jeff Jarrett was kind of a top guy there. And then it really becomes Steiner and Booker T. Sting has to go to TNA to screw guys like Christopher Daniels, like AJ Styles, all those guys. And every legends like that, come on. The difference between Ric Flair and them Ric Flair wasn't a full-time wrestler when he went to TNA. He helped AJ Styles get better than the mic. He helped Kazarian get better than the mic. He helped Beer Money. He helped. And then I'm going to tell you about this. People don't like Vince Russo, okay? Fuck you. Vince Russo has done so much for our company. Yes, I agree. He should not be a leader of the creative. I agree with that. But Vince Russo did help the WWE beat WCW back in the day. And then, okay, it's a couple more talking about it's on another topic. People say Dolph Ziggler's not talented. Oh, because he's a heel. He shouldn't be the top guy. He's a heel. Well, you know, fuck you. Dolph Ziggler is a top guy. He is, you know, people say he should be the next Shawn Michaels. He's going to be the next Mr. Perfect. You know what? Dolph, you should be the first Dolph Ziggler. I want to say this, I have said this so many times on Pro Wrestling Universal Fan Site. By the way, go like that on Facebook. And by the way, Austin, that's a plug for you. You're welcome. And, you know, Dolph Ziggler, I'm a mark for Ziggler, yes, because he has the talent that you need in this company. He has, in the wrestling, is what we call the it factor. Dolph Ziggler is the best commodity in the business today. Dolph Ziggler is what CM Punk was years ago. A guy that never got the credit. The guy that Vince McMahon was scared of to make a top star, so he made him a mid-carder. Okay, you guys say, well, CM Punk was always the guy. You remember CM Punk wins ECW title. Okay, I'm going to say this. ECW revolutionized wrestling. I agree with you. But, okay, ECW, the WWE version, sucked. It was so shitty. It pissed me off. And he won the title, which didn't really mean a whole lot. I mean, that's basically like winning TNA's TV title. It just don't mean nothing. That's basically like winning the European title when it was like the last year it was around. Meant nothing. He comes down to be, he wins Money in the Bank the first year, catches it on Edge, and then make him lose his title. Never really got a rematch for the title. People say that's Randy Orton's fault. That's not Randy's fault. It's Vince McMahon's fault. Then he wins it for the second time, catches it on Jeff Hardy. And because it's Jeff Hardy, oh my god, Jeff Hardy. Don't get me wrong, Jeff Hardy is a legend in this sport. I will agree with you on that one. But come on. Vince does not know what wrestling fans want these days. We do not want these old, has-been legends there. Brock Lesnar, we know he's there for the money, but we like him because he's real. Brock Lesnar is not a phony. He know what he wants. He wants money, and we don't care. All we care about is Brock Lesnar destroying John Cena. John Cena, he pissed me off a lot. I know people hate on me because, oh, I'm a Cena hater. I'm not a Cena hater. I speak the truth. That's why they call me the king of bada bing. And then I'm also here to talk about a little subject. These guys from FCW. Okay, people that know me, Pro Wrestling Fan Site, go like that on Facebook yet again. Austin, there's another plug for you. You're welcome. But anyways, I'm here to say though, people hate these young guys because we think we should have the older Attitude Era back. Okay, I loved Attitude Era, greatest era ever. But how do you know that with guys like Dean Ambrose, who is like this era's version of Brian Pillman? If any of you older guys, people that remember Brian Pillman in WWE, this guy was fucked up. He was a guy that really resembled the Attitude Era was about. Live TV, you didn't know what was going to happen then. Their live TV is different than ours. You know what's going to happen. I mean, Austin was the top guy. Everybody knew he was the top guy. But he still would get his ass kicked. I remember week and week, Austin would get the fuck beat out of him by Taker, by Kane, by The Rock, by the McMahons. But it happened. now because they're so scared because of the little kids. And then John Cena ain't the only one I'm pissed off about. It's Rey Mysterio I'm pissed off about too. The ultimate has-been. Rey would have never been world champion if Eddie Guerrero never died. And if you argue with me that, you're stupid. Because Rey Mysterio won the title on circumstances. And he won the title again because the kids love him. I agree with that, Rey. They're about your size anyway, so they like people they're taller than. I mean, it's common knowledge. I mean, and the other thing I am really mad about, I'm really mad about, aggravated about, TNA. T and Hattie. 10 years. Congrats. I'm happy for you, TNA. You won't be together. You won't be around that much longer. You guys know that. Okay. For those who are old enough to remember Ted Turner in WCW, they had a good product. They had the NWO, who at a time was really good. They were a really hot thing. And plus they had the cruiserweights like Rey Mysterio. They had Billy Kidman. They had Psychosis. They had a bunch of Japan wrestlers. They had Ultimo Dragon, who in my eyes one of the most underrated cruiserweights of all time. They had to build the show. Eddie Guerrero, Benoit, Regal. They all built the show for the NWO. And what ruined WCW was what started was the NWO getting everybody. I mean, that's bad. But I'm gonna leave you on a sound note. I know you guys don't like me. You guys probably don't hate. You guys probably hate the guts. You probably want to kill me. But there's only two things you can do about it: like it and nothing. Peace, bitch.